Hello. Here is Felix Dominic. Today, I'm here to talk to you about a concept that I think you will be able to relate. It's a concept of system, how a system can be assembled, can be organized, and can be managed. The system can be a house, a company, it can be even a country, a nation, a society, and form any form of arrangement whatsoever. So sometimes we think that it's difficult to really measure to manage large projects or large systems. But if we understand the basics and the component that make up these system, I think it becomes much easier to manage all the parts, and then all the system, the whole system as a whole. So when it comes to a country, maybe you ask yourself, what is really the function of a president? And he's the sometimes in some contexts he's the head of state, but in some cases the head of state really is somebody in the judiciary or in the legislative branch. But what really means is that you are managing a section of a country. It's in the executive branch. So you're dealing with a different kind of subsystems among a compound of systems. So for that to be feasible, to be manageable in an efficient way, it's important that we understand the concept of creation. The concept of creation, look what's around us. We see all kind of arrangement around us, whether it is man-made or it is nature-made. Even when we see nature, we can see that nature has done a tremendous job. We can say, for example, if you are religious, that God has made all the things, and we are experiencing all these things due to creation. So if we see things in that context, then we easily can understand that creation is really the source of all type of abundance. When we are capable of designing a system, when we are able to create something using primary, or we'll say primary resources, I'll say the building block or the foundational material that you need to create something. But besides this clay, this lump of clay, you need something else which is vital. You need a mind. You need what I call as the knowledge of truth, because the knowledge of truth will allow you to exploit this lump of clay to its ultimate utility. In essence, when we combine matter with mind, we really are here in a pursuit of perfection in terms of creation. We want to make sure that we maximize production and minimize waste, efficiency, so to speak. And to achieve that, it is a continuous process of learning and perfecting knowledge, refining knowledge, knowing more and more, creating a relationship between the creator and the creation. Not just the creation, the creator, but also this primordial material and the creator. When they face each other, create a symbiotic relationship, so that any creation that you come up with will be a sustainable one. In other words, you want to make the best out of this lump of clay. So, if a country has natural resources, it does not mean the country is rich. It is the ability of the people in that society, in that country, the leadership, the quality of the leadership, to really bring together all the parts of society to maximize that utility, to maximize the output, the production, the creation that can be derived from these primordial material resource. Let's see other countries, just to give an example. They have oil, but this oil is refined to multiple types of products. As they find different ways to maximize the output, maximize the utility of that primordial material. But if you only transform it from raw to something directly and you stop there, then you will not really maximize what this primordial material is capable of giving you. But not giving you as a gift, you are the one who is capable of coming up with some solution, some new invention, a creation. Now imagine a society where everyone has the opportunity to put into action their imagination, to help society grow, to help society come up with solution in different branches of society, different aspects of our lives. Whatever problem we have, these problems are in fact opportunity for growth, the opportunity for exploiting our own creativity and imagination. That's why leadership is important, which means we need to have a leadership that is also refined, a leadership that is always finding ways to bring people together, how to maximize the utilization of the human resources in a country, the creative minds, how to assemble them, how to assign them tasks so that they can come up with solutions to solve all the types of problems that society faces. And with that, then abundance can be generated, because we will not only solve the problems, but we will have a production in excess that we will be able to export. And it is exportation of resources, exportation of invention, exportation of knowledge, exportation of solutions that really generate wealth, generates abundance and prosperity. I believe that some countries do that. You see, countries like Angola, we have a tremendous amount of imported goods from everywhere. But if we account for the amount of goods we export, it's very little to speak of. Which means that we are in a comparative disadvantage here, and we need to really catch up. So it is not all what I have to say. I'm actually writing a book on these, and hopefully very soon it will be available for you to read. This book has 15 chapters so far, and this is just part one of this book, just chapter number 1. Just how we can maximize the utilization of the resources that we have on the ground, but we cannot just stop there. The ground has given us the primary resources, the primary, I would say, just like a painter. We've been given a paint and the brush, but it's up to us what kind of paint we're going to paint and what kind of creation it is really there in our minds. So it is a short video that I made a little bit long, but that's just a piece of knowledge to share with you. Very soon you'll have the book published and you will enjoy it, hopefully, and we can grow from there. We can build a society full of abundance, a society where everything is maximized, even the utilization of the human resources. It is a tremendous waste of resources if people are not utilized. Because those minds, every one of us is equipped with tremendous potential, creative imagination that will bring solution to all these diverse problems that we face in our country. Whether in healthcare, in transportation, in the construction, in education, you name it. Every single citizen has the responsibility to contribute to the betterment of our civilization, of our nation. So let's build it together, not destroy it together, but build it together. We just need to have a sound leadership that can allocate the resources that we have. whether natural resources or human resources. But remember, the most important is not the raw material, but it's really the human capital that is the most important and the key factor for transformation of a society. Education is the key. As you can see, other countries doing that, just that, like for a long time doing that, investing in education, the pursuit of knowledge, perfecting solutions, utilizing the brains. I talk to you soon. See ya.